with true intentions and true forms being revealed and morally questionable decisions being made to figure out what's right and what's good. This is Roll for Adventure, and this is episode 49.
Let's do it. Having made your way through the clerical stronghold of this Order of the Scale, choosing to keep most of those upstairs alive, as you come down to find Locke in the small chamber underneath, your brief discussion with him showing that he was fanatical in mindset, an opinion that wouldn't be changed. A fight ensued, and eventually he was taken down and put to rest. But not before you were told that Chiron was the one behind this order, standing on the other side of that door. Upon opening it, you found Victoria had been bound, and Chiron had some words for your group, revealing that he swore an oath to protect the city, make sure that it did not fall to the misjudgments of the people who lived here, to protect the city of the dragon that founded it, whom he revealed to be his older brother. And as he began to believe that Vogue truly wanted to change, to make that difference, to be better than the family before him, rather than wishing death to you, Chiron instead challenged you to a fight to see if you had the strength to defend the city until you could change it, revealing his true form as an massive metallic dragon that has watched over this country and its cities for hundreds of years. And after a long and well-fought battle between the three of you, Emilia and Victoria, once she came to during the fight, you were able to put him down, nearly leaving him dead, taking a horn as a trophy, and dismantling both this Order of the Scale and the forces of the Queen of Steel in one night. As you left, the group at large, now carrying Wraith back with a missing arm through the side streets outside city walls, and Yorna making your way to Legion headquarters on the other side of the High Stone. We resume here in the evening. I think we'll start with Yorna, probably.
I was just gonna say, I can't remember, but when we were down in that like underground thing, and like I think your sister had like a sigil.
Yeah,
the like symbol, the upside down with the spikes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where did that end up? Because if she did like toss it to the ground, I would have picked it up as like a proof thing.
She would have kept it with her.
She would have
unless
kept
you had
it.
specifically asked for it.
It's probably too late to go back on that, huh?
You can come back and ask, but
It just
right now.
I know, but it's just, it feels like something Yorna would have done, but in the moment I didn't. That she would have asked for it as like a proof. Up to you.
I think at this point you've already well and truly split off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Carmine just gonna have to take me for my word.
Alright, then we'll start with you as you race through the high stone, seeing a few scattered Legionnaire soldiers running to and fro, either coming from or moving to the low stone explosion, coming from or moving to the high stone explosion. You are heading to Legion HQ.
Mm-hmm. Are there people heading towards where the acolytes were left?
I mean, the first group that you sent in at the end of last session, you passed, but there would be others that you would briefly walk past as you were heading that way.
Okay. Well, just along the way, I'll just let people know that, you know, whoever's in there to take them captive,
Yep.
yada yada, all that stuff. I couldn't remember if I had fully covered that last session.
Alright, and you make your way to Legion HQ,
Mm-hmm.
trying to find Carmine.
Yep.
You walk up to the upstairs area where you know her office to be. Sorry. The door is slightly ajar, and you can just hear someone pacing back and forth within the room.
I'll just give a polite knock.
Who is it?
Yorna.
You hear those footsteps stop. Come in.
I'll walk in.
I didn't expect to see you until the morning.
Well, I had time before heading to bed, I guess, and this is something important, so I wanted to come to you immediately, provided you were awake. There were a few explosions,
Yes, there were.
yes, one of which was one of my friend's old shack, so there was no damage to anything important. And the other one was like an old storage cathedral church type deal.
Now, come here, tell me.
I'm telling you.
Good.
I think that's what it was. I've already sent some legionnaires to the location. There's a lot of people of the Order of the Scale, the one that I was telling you about, that I would help apprehend alongside the Queen of Steel, who has dropped that title and is no longer the Queen of Steel or will do anything in the name of the Queen of Steel. So there is a lot to discuss, but I wanted to give you, I guess, a rundown of what has happened, and if you had any questions.
Am I expecting wounded or dead?
Wounded and 2 dead that unfortunately didn't make it. But the rest, I did my very best to make sure no one else was harmed. They're just wounded.
You're telling me this Queen of Steel is still within city walls?
Not for long.
I would expect a more thorough report first thing in the morning, if you would mind.
Of course.
Take some time to gather your thoughts.
Is she upset with me? Or upset with the situation? Like, what is her gauge
Yeah,
on,
give me
like,
an insight check.
what's the vibe here? She doesn't seem particularly happy.
God, I'm stressed just for you.
I'm a little stressed out. I feel like everything, I don't know, 5.
There's definitely an amount of agitation in her voice, but you can't place why.
If it helps at all, there will be someone by later to speak on the behalf of this corrupt order. He has given me his word.
Nevertheless, I would like your full and proper report in the morning.
All right.
I want to know exactly what happened. She'll just kind of turn her attention back to her desk.
All right. I'll just leave.
I'll say by the time we finished a long rest, maybe just take some notes of everything that you would tell her, or if it's easier, just maybe take note of the stuff you would leave out.
I'll
Just so that I know how much information she has from you.
Okay, I'm just.
Unless you want to run through and RP the whole thing afterwards.
No, I'll write it down, and then maybe just.
Yeah. All right. As you make way from Legion HQ that evening, it doesn't take long before those that were in the Ring of Earth withdraw to more pressing matters up top. And even just wandering around there for a few minutes, you quite quickly see individuals in white cloaks being pulled into temporary holding. And some of those that are starting to come to consciousness are immediately being taken down the lifts at the back of the city to the prison. As you're on your way home, is there anything the larger group are doing on your way back as you enter back into the Ring of Earth, that meeting building that the group has?
Just protecting everyone as we travel.
Healing ward, as well as anyone that looks just as injured as him.
Yeah, probably Wraith would require a bit of a top up.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a level 4 healing word.
Thank you.
So 1, 2, here. Yeah, no. 4. And plus 4. 15.
Yeah.
So that's 4
A lot better than where I left off.
And then I'll do a level 3. How about where you at?
I'm good.
Okay. And then a level 3 on. Was it right?
Yeah.
8. The same, 15.
Nice. That's enough to kind of pull her a bit to consciousness. That arm, now the bleeding stopped, but she still wakes up with like a jolt and a scream of pain. But just, thank you.
It's okay.
Eventually, the group, you would all make your way back to that stone building where the Queen of Steel and her compatriots were working out of.
Just sit down somewhere. Take a moment to relax from all the fighting. So, and I say this to everyone. With that gone, with them dealt with finally, what's next for all of you?
Look around, and at this point, Grenkel and Sethros would also be back. The gnome and the slightly more capable automaton. Gorsag would probably speak up first while tending to Wraith. The house will probably need more clerics. I can lend a hand.
I'm sure Kelvar would be happy to have you. He's a good person, a good man. If that's what you would even call him.
Grenkel would chime in. Might go pay that Natasha a visit, see if maybe they don't need some help up at the gear. Though, been turned away once before, we'll see how it goes this time.
Well, with the state that the city's in, you could always use more smart people.
Hey, as long as Chassanol don't have anything to say about it, see how it goes.
Just go by a different name, perhaps.
Yeah, with my differently named sentient automaton.
I'm sure they won't remember.
Wraith still kind of there in pain. I really don't know. It has been difficult to even adjust to life with this group. Can't imagine living in the city again.
I guess out of everyone's lives, yours probably the hardest to live.
I'm sure I'll work it out.
Lily will put her hand on his shoulder and just like, one step at a time.
Yeah.
Well, we have, and I know it's no constellation, might be better than the city if you're looking for it. There is a decent community under the city. We have a friend who's some sort of bat creature, very nice person. Booked a whole room of libraries, rat folk who are trading.
Somewhere in the dark. It might suit me. I'll never think on it. And Amelia just kind of looks over the whole group. Can see in her head she's kind of saying to herself farewell to these people as family and kind of acknowledging that they'll probably just become friends in passing in future months. And who knows what my future holds.
Hopefully something a lot brighter than what the hell's been going on.
Here's hoping.
Well, everyone should rest. I can make sure no one comes by.
A night of quiet rest. Probably the first one that a lot of this group has had in a while, having been pursued by this order. And as that night takes hold and you all find sleep, a long rest is had by all, uninterrupted, save for, at some point during that night, what sounds like a few heavy gusts of wind as a few large creatures take flight into the night sky. And with that, there will be a few days of calm here, so I think we'll quickly run through whatever Yorna does in the morning, and if there's anything specific people are doing over the next couple of days.
There is something I'd like to do. I don't think Volk would sleep.
Okay.
Not that,
Yeah, totally.
but there is something I think he would do it maybe at like 2 in the morning, like AM. Just not able to sleep and contemplating everything he's done, decisions.
Yeah.
I think he would find himself at the House of Gold, looking for Kelvar.
Okay. Do you want to just roll the d20 for me?
I don't think Kelvar took
Ooh.
breaks.
Taking a nap.
No, 14.
14. All right. You take your leave, let these wary individuals rest here. Go for a wander down the street. Eventually finding yourself at the house. With your passive perception, I'll say at this point, way off in the distance, in the sky, you do see a few shapes, just kind of vaguely in your periphery that for a moment their silhouettes are kind of outlined by a cloud as you see a few different shapes kind of split off. You make your way to the house. There's still maybe a good 60 or 70 wounded individuals here showing signs of scarring and rot. You show up and standing in the door, you're looking into this room here can see, it looks like Victoria and Calvara are having a conversation in the back of the chamber.
Vogue will open the door with his... I'm still technically below half, so I'm
Yeah.
still fucked up. Open the door and just kind of walk towards them.
As they see you approach, you notice the conversation is kind of naturally coming to an end, and they look over. Calvar kind of meets your gaze. Good evening.
Good evening.
Is it a good evening?
I don't know, really. I don't think I planned to come here, to be honest, but it's just where I ended up. Can't sleep right now, but there was just something on my mind after everything that happened, and I wanted to get it off my chest, at least for one less thing. You knew about Chiron, I presume, about everything.
I knew of his nature. I did not know of his involvement. It has come to my attention that even though my natural ability allows me to detect lie from truth, that some people have a way around that.
I just wanted to have that clarified. I don't often, I guess, trust people without doing my due diligence first and figuring out if they're trustworthy or not, but
Of course.
something about Chiron, maybe it wasn't that he seemed trustworthy, maybe I just wanted someone like him to be trustworthy. So I guess it was a shock to find out his involvement and how he thinks about it.
This night will show him a lot. I think that time has warped his perspective of what he is trying to help. I only hope that this heals him.
What would you consider a good evening? What do you think the good outcome of all this could have been?
That you have the closure you desired? That those you care about made it out with their lives? That you do not feel burdened by what has happened?
Ones that I love got out alive. Ones that I love didn't fall into darkness, which was more important to me. I think being burdened is a part of a role I have to play. I don't think it's in the cards for me. I think I can put up with it. But a lot of things still had to happen that I regret. But I wasn't going to take that out on Chiron. Being alive that long, I'm sure, can warp mind, or I don't know. He might have seen a lot of things in his time, things that made him sad. I know the mindset that I was in when my family was gone. Imagine how many families he might have seen be gone.
It does not excuse what he did. And the excuse of time does not excuse my lack of foresight. I apologize that I was not of more use to you as well.
I'm not mad at you, I'm glad that this wasn't something you had thought of and just left it to play its course. As long as Chiron does what he promised, then there's no ill intent from... Not from me, not from the Bellwoods, I should say. I do have a question for you. With everything that's happened, and potentially the Bellwood name being cleared soon, hopefully, my sister can finally walk around as someone not feared, but as someone maybe praised, or, you know, that inspires other people. But for people that have seen her, for people that know what she looks like, that's an issue, I guess. It's not something she could walk away from. What do you suggest?
How many people actually do know who she is?
Other than her trusted allies, to be honest, I don't think any of the Order knew the name she went by, or that she was even a Bellwood, so perhaps that's okay. There is 2 people, though, that I worry about, but perhaps spilling that information might be worse for them. There's someone higher up than the Queen and King. I don't know who, but they mentioned when I said something about taking her away from that life, you know, dropping that title. Someone said that she wouldn't be happy about it. That there's someone above them.
Someone pulling the strings.
Yes. Though I'm sure with all of our luck we'll have them at our door at some point, so it's not really something we should go looking for, but just something I noticed.
I don't think you need to worry so much about others' perception. I think you just need to take the time to care for your sister, to ensure that she can see herself as a different person.
All right. Well then, I'll make that my focus. On that note, I have some walking around to do, I guess. I'll see you around at some point.
I look forward to fighting along your side. Impressive blade work.
Thank you. You might have a new cleric coming to join you at some point. If you do, please open arms and all that.
Of course. Always.
He's been through a lot.
I'm sure.
And I will look to Victoria. I'll just nod my head.
She gives a very kind of solemn nod.
Just in case I forget, right now I'll do it. I pull out her weapons and shield.
Ah, yes. Cool. Return I get it.
Yeah, be like, I found this.
She just, again, kind of gives a nod, almost silent, and just kind of is still taking everything in.
I will walk back to where everyone's staying. Not sleep, but I will maybe sit on the roof or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Alright.
I might accidentally fall asleep at some point and wake up on the roof.
Yeah. Just enough not to get exhausted.
Just enough, yeah, exactly.
Alright. Then, as that night passes, we start with whatever Yorna is getting up to that morning.
Could I, the night before, have looked at that mace?
Yeah, totally.
Figured it out?
Yes, you 100% could have. One
Like this,
second.
this might need to be added to the notes that I hand.
I found a really cool thing. This is my report.
Oh my goodness.
Love it.
I'm going to read it out.
I thought I half expected it to be like 4 words. I say everything or some shit.
No, must read the fine print.
Wait, it looks sick as hell! Mace of Disruption!
That looks sick as hell. What the fuck?
At least it's not
What the
destruction.
fuck? Look at this.
Yeah,
Ooh!
that looked like
Yeah,
a holy...
that's what I thought when I reread it.
This looks like the
Wait.
Baldur's Gate one.
Wait.
It might be in bold.
It looks
She's
like
overdone it.
it looks like Leviathan's mace.
Hold on.
Is that what it is? In Baldur's Gate? The one that blows up the crash.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that.
Except when you do it right, it doesn't die. The like underground tip or whatever it is.
Yorna might stop using the sword.
Okay. When you hit a fiend or an undead
Edit.
with this magic weapon, that creature takes an extra 2d6 radiant damage.
Pretty good.
If the target has 25 hit points or fewer after taking this damage, it must succeed on a DC 15 wisdom saving throw
Please. Yeah.
or be destroyed.
Oh, hell yeah!
That's not what I thought I was
Go
going to say.
I take it that's just for if it is undead or
Yeah.
fiend.
Yeah, because it's the only way to take
But
the
even
damage.
so, on a successful save, the creature becomes frightened of you until the
That's
end
it.
of your next turn. And then, of course, when you hold while you hold this weapon, it sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Hell yeah. God damn.
The destroying thing is crazy.
What is destroy mean?
For the sake of this campaign, that means it dies.
Properly does.
That does not do
Yeah,
crossplay now.
Yeah, cool.
It just gets sent back.
It died.
It died.
For an undead, it means that's
Yeah.
it.
Kaput.
Damn.
So I'm gonna hang
I
on
will
to
say
that.
for undead, it means no reanimation if something has a reanimation. ability.
So it's like
And I believe I still
25
have
damage for
one
free.
attunement slot available.
if you hit them and it gets them to below 25,
Yeah.
they just die. So it's technically
Yeah.
25 hit points for.
I
free
lied.
If they.
I don't have any more attunement slots, but I can
You
probably
do,
get.
didn't I give you something?
Is it
to
attunement? Probably.
It says requires
Yeah.
attunement.
attend
Well,
For something like that.
to? What are you attend to?
Ring of Fire Resistance, which I think I'll keep if we're gonna go to
Yeah,
that
yeah.
plane. But I can probably get rid of Bloodthirster because I've got so many hand axes
Yeah,
that if
that's
I'm
true.
gonna throw one, I can just throw
Yeah.
another one. Because I want to keep Ring of Earthen Ally because he gives good advantage
Mm.
buff. So I'll probably replace the axe with it.
Alright.
I have my report.
Yeah. So that morning, making your way back up.
Yeah. Can I keep an eye out for Chiron?
Yeah, totally. Give me a perception check on your way up.
Oh, come on.
Oh man.
14.
You don't spot him.
You know it.
How long would it take me to make a quick detour to the House of Gold?
If you're doing it first, half hour.
Can I check there for Chiron?
Yeah. Are you just looking or are you asking around?
I'm asking around.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Oh, come on. 11.
11. It's
11.
Kelvar and Victoria seem both to be occupied. You can't find them at that point in time. You find someone there that mentions that Chiron had been at the house, but they haven't seen them for a while.
Dang it. Okay. Alright, I'll go to the headquarters with
Alright.
my report.
Make your way up, and again find yourself at Carmine's door. Come in. Open the door. You open the door and you can see that Kari is in here with Carmine.
No!
Carmine just gives Kari a nod, and Kari leaves and closes the door behind her, so it's just you and Carmine in the room.
Did she give me a look? Like
Give me an insight
"Ooh,
check."
you're in
A little
trouble
salty
look.
look.
Yeah, does she
Oh,
does she
oh,
know
wow.
I'm doing silly things?
Damn real dice struggling.
Yeah, they are. Insight?
Yeah.
It's a stressful time. 9.
There is a distasteful look on her face, but you don't know why.
I don't know a lot of things.
All right.
I'm gonna roll my death saving throw die in a minute. Okay. I have a report, as you asked. And I basically tell her that alongside my companions, +2, plus Queen of Steel, we blasted a wall with arcane bombage.
Yeah.
In self-defense, knocked people out who still wanted to fight us. Locke, in particular, was a corrupt individual who could not change, and was a huge part of the, I'm gonna call it Bellwood Massacre.
Yeah.
He fought us to the death. He was not the true mastermind behind the order. Chiron, who was determined to stop something happening again, challenged us as a way of testing if the current still alive Bellwood was strong enough to defend the city until change is made. And then I give her kind of like the rundown that we almost defeated Chiron and that he would be back as a part of information on the order if he hasn't already come by.
Do you mention Chiron's nature?
I don't.
Okay.
Because I don't know if that'll affect anything, and it's like I feel like that's his place to make that decision.
Okay.
The Bellwoods will change. Queen of Steel has ties to the Bellwoods and took on her role to survive and take down the corrupt order that had managed to continue activities within city walls. This was the last thing tying this individual to the actions of the Queen of Steel. Chiron, who was considered leader of the order, will make contact to give a statement. I did my best as an Iron Legion to protect my companions and only knock out people with the intention of having them captured. Even protected one from death. Locke was beyond redemption. Though not by my hand, he did meet his end. I was unable to save his life. All, if any evidence lies in this storage / cathedral and in Chiron. And that we saved Victoria. And then as a summary, I will say, in one night, Queen of Steel no more. We have captives of the order, and we took down a corrupt, misguided order. For a city at a low in morale, this is a step in the right direction. Alongside my companions, we will continue and fight in the demiplane and defeat the Hag, who has a hold on the city. Let me, in the name of the Iron Legion, continue fighting alongside my companions and fight for change and for this city. And that is my report.
Give me a persuasion check.
Hooey.
This one's a good one. I can feel it.
I mean, it's not awful.
It's above 10.
16.
Oh, pretty good. Kind of looks you up and down. You get the sense she has not slept. She has been likely helping tend to the mess that was left behind. She sits there for a while, kind of unsure what to make of it. Thank you. I will. As she reaches out for your written report, essentially. I'll take this into consideration. If this Queen of Steel is to remain in city walls, I will need to have a word with them.
What is her vibe when she says that? When she says have a word? Like she means to take her captive for questioning, or she just wants to have
Give me an
friendly
insight
chat?
check.
Friendly chat. I'm 5.
5. There is something about her demeanor that is definitely off, but you're not sure if it's hostile. I need to have a word with some of these individuals. And if what you have said is true about Chiron, I would ask that you take a few days off until I have heard from him. This is a difficult situation you have put me and the Legion in. But I am glad that by your reports, it seems to have gone how you expected. That is all I will say for now. She kind of takes that report and puts it on her desk. Just kind of gives a look up to you. I will fetch you in a few days. Rest up.
Thank you. And I will head out.
Take your leave. You get down to the entrance of the Legion. Kari is standing there in the doorway. Didn't want to stick around and help with the cleanup?
I know it sounds bad, but I hadn't thought of it. I've been a bit stressed. I told Carmine about everything, and all I could think about is going home and resting after that night. I apologize.
Don't apologize to me. You get what you were after?
I hope so.
You still with us?
Yes?
She takes a step out.
Does she genuinely have concern for my well-being?
Give me an insight check.
8.
8.
Why are you doing this?
She seems very... Firstly, tired. And secondly, she is trying to figure out what she thinks about the situation given what she knows. But you're entirely oblivious to what that might currently be.
Yeah.
Okay. Over, we'll say, this day and the next within the city, there'll be a bit of a time for some respite and rest. And I think because in the aftermath of all that, each of you will have a few things that you'll be doing and probably won't always be together. If there's bits and pieces people want to do, we can quickly run through it during that downtime.
At some point in a few days after what happened, it doesn't matter what day, I would like to... I'd like to first speak to Lily, Amelia, then Lily, and then perhaps Sebastian.
Okay.
Just quick chats.
Yeah. Just general overview. What are people hoping to get done?
Look for a teleportation circle in the city, and then if I can go to the estate and look over the teleportation circle there.
Totally. Take an afternoon to fix it up. Yeah. Was that something that you think you'd go along for?
Unless Amelia gets called in by Carmine, then probably not. If Lily goes alone, then Vorg and Amelia will probably go along just for protection purposes.
Yeah. So you're looking at teleportation circles. You're having some checkups. Is there anything that Yorna's getting up to now that she has a day and a half off?
Suspension without pay.
Dang.
while the family and Daria are all still in
She's
in
on
the home.
leave.
Yeah, I mean, I would just spend time with them and just wait. Play the waiting game. Oh, there was something, I
Take
think.
care of Daria.
Yeah. No, but I will tell Daria, like, everything.
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
Okay.
I know this might be stupid, but I feel like someone other than me and the Legion has to know.
Daria's definitely getting better. She is able to walk up the stairs to the bedrooms now, so you'd probably have a conversation with her a bit more privately than maybe you otherwise would have been able to.
Because I will tell her about the dragon, because I think she'd also find it cool.
Yeah. You definitely get the sense during that conversation that she is both excited for you and annoyed she couldn't be there. But also showing some real concern about your predicament after the fact. Right. We'll jump over to your order of conversations.
Amelia,
Yes.
I know it's all kind of sudden, but with you finally saying the Bellwood name out loud, and with hope that the city sees us a little better, I know a little something about change, right? And it's something you have to actively do. It's something you have to force until it becomes normal. I still try to do it myself. From being Strider to Vogue again, it's feeling more natural now, but it took time. Something that helped me was to feel different, to look different. And even though you have the crest now, I understand if you feel that the Queen is still there because of the colors or because of what you wear, things that you've worn for so long. I have some money. I was wondering if you would go shopping with Lily and maybe, I don't know, pick out a new armor, new outfit, whatever you want. Just anything to help you, kind of get past that.
If she would be comfortable. I know I didn't necessarily make the kindest first impression with your friends.
Lily is a kind soul, I'm sure she won't mind. And I think it'll be good for you guys to get to know each other a little better than just, hey, let's go fight these people.
Girls' night.
You can see she sits there just fiddling with that ring that she has on her finger.
And I'll walk over to Lily. Hey Lily, do you think you could do me a big favor, please?
A big favor.
Yes, one I've never asked of before.
You want me to teach you how to write songs?
No.
You want me to teach you how to dance?
I can kind of dance, but not what I'm asking. Could you perhaps take my sister out shopping for new armor, new clothes, just to help her move on from the last 11 years?
Isn't what she's wearing good?
I'm sure it's good at protecting her, but the big thing for me when trying to kind of lean back into Vogue again was, wearing my father's clothes, remembering that person I used to be or could have been. And for her, I'm sure it's even worse, right? She had to go into this darkness and be there and carry the burden and leadership with that title that she probably wants to forget. So I thought maybe a new look would, help her forget a little quicker.
Okay.
And you can buy yourself something. And
Okay.
I hand you a bag, a leather pouch
Uh-oh.
of 100 plaid.
Wait. Oh, no.
How'd you play, you say?
Oh, boy, you are not getting a dime back. That's all gone now.
Don't spend it all in one place or all of it in in general, I just don't know how much things will come. So just that's an insurance that you probably won't run out no matter what.
I promise not to spend it all at once.
At all.
At all.
Okay.
It's gonna go so well.
Pick out something that you would enjoy as well then. Thank you for, taking her out. She probably hasn't gone around shopping ever. Or who knows.
You want us to go now?
Whenever you have free time, just organize it with her. I know that she'll be happy to get to know you a little more.
Okay. Lily stands up, or if she was sitting down, she stands up, goes over to Amelia, grabs her arm. Let's go!
You walk over to her. You can see that she's like untied that red jacket from her waist and has kind of folded it up and just almost like ominously looking at it as you grab her and just yank her away. She drops the jacket and it takes a few moments. She looks back at Vorg almost scared and just kind of
Good luck.
lets herself not necessarily care so much. Right, where are we going?
Well, I assume the shopping district.
Very well. She'll follow you along for a day of shopping.
Oh, that's so cute.
Going around, I imagine ending up at some familiar clothing stores. I will say a very nice outfit or two that will last her a good long time will probably run you 50 gold.
Hell yeah.
So 5
5
plat.
plat. Let me mark that
Which
down.
leaves you with 950 gold in the form of 95 plat.
9 to 5 plat.
It's okay, I still have 1,337 gold below me.
Damn, bro.
Is there anything specific Lily does while she's out with Amelia then?
She would like to look for a patisserie.
Yeah, definitely.
She did say you did tell her she could treat herself to something. This is it.
Yeah, you weave through a few back streets until eventually you find a patisserie in one of the kind of food areas of the city.
You want one?
Oh, what?
One of these. They're nice and sweet.
That's a lot of coin for a snack, no?
Your brother gave us an allowance. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
He's kind of looking through the window. Very well then.
I'll take your entire stuff.
She just kind of starts like pointing at a few, not quite sure what to land on. Any recommendations?
The tart's always nice.
Okay. Raspberry.
2 of those, please.
And I'll say, as you wander around a few stalls and spend a little bit on some food, a wealthy lifestyle for the day, 4 gold pieces.
Hell yeah!
Kyle wrote something in his book, and then I rewrote it, so it was house payment, and then we crossed it out.
Nice. And as they're out shopping for the day, I will put a question to you. What outfit do you reckon she would
Oh,
end
shit.
up
Hot pink.
Ugh.
With her hair color. Yeesh. Maybe not the best idea.
I'm feeling perhaps she probably chose family green at least for
Yeah.
feeling at home. Maybe something like halfway between her current design and her alternate
Yeah.
version design that I drew.
Full Bellwood greens. Somewhere in
Yeah.
the middle. Yeah.
Somewhere between this type of like leather work. I think I have a feeling that she probably hasn't thought about fashion or clothes and just worked whatever she had. And I think when she goes to think about what she would pick, the only thing that she would ever think about was what would she have worn, like what would her kid self chosen.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been something similar to what their mother probably wore.
Totally. But still a little bit functional,
Yeah.
a little bit protective. Totally. During that day while you're out, what's an outfit that Lily might persuade her into picking up for whatever occasion?
I would say something more common looking, but with more royal colors.
Interesting. Bit more something you'd see around the city from a normal person, but still a bit elevated and a bit more. Right. You spend a day out enjoying, as she probably learns, she has a bit of a sweet tooth, and end up visiting a few more local stores for
It has
a few
begun.
goods. She ends up coming home with, or to wherever she is staying now, with some outfits and a few various half-eaten meals and goods.
Is she wearing a new outfit right now, would you say?
I would say, yeah. She would have kept her old one, but she would have just put on whatever felt most comfortable from the day's shopping.
Well, we're on our way back. Lily just turns around to her and is like, "Oh, I know Vork gave me this." And so she takes off the pin on her scarf and then walks up to Amelia. "This deserves to be yours." And then she puts it on.
Are you sure? Thank you. This is all very new to me. I know it was Vorg's idea, but thank you for spending the day.
I had fun.
Me too.
Should do it again sometime.
Like, catches a reflection of herself in a window nearby. New outfit. It'll take a while to get used to that. But it's nice. What are your plans now?
I was gonna visit the estate and have a look at the teleportation circle.
You want company, or is that something you're doing alone?
You can come if you want. I was gonna ask Vorg if he wanted to come too.
Of course. Haven't been back there in a while. She will wander with you as you'll make your way to eventually meet back up. You would see her walk in with a few various bags of clothing.
How much was left?
I mean, probably like
A lot.
930 gold or like
Not pretty bad.
93 plaid.
Yeah. Is there anything Lily might have tried to pick up on the way back?
Also some new clothes.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe a gift for Yorna and Vorg.
Is it really a gift when it comes out of my
It's a little
Sure
bit
is.
funny.
A self-present.
It's the thought that counts.
All right.
I would say Lily got Vorg some new potion bottles. And then she got Yorna maybe like a sharpening stone for her axes.
Totally.
For my exes. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, okay then. So, pick up gifts, pick up some food, some outfits for the two of you. I will say, all said and done, at the end of the day, it probably costs you about... What did I say on the outfits? 50?
Yeah.
Probably about 80 all up. So 8 plat.
We're planning this.
While the others were out, we've all got a ulterior motive to get them out of the
All right.
way.
Oh, shoot.
He wanted to go see Sebastian, which doesn't have to be like an RP.
Yeah,
It's
but
the boss.
what are you doing up at Sebastian's?
He wants to go to Sebastian and just be like, explain everything that's fucking happened, of course,
Yeah.
with tea and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then be like, do you know how to get a house?
I see.
I blew up my house and I feel pretty
How you
uncomfortable
buy a
living
house?
here. And now Amelia's in the picture.
Firstly, do you give him the full rundown of what happened? as
Oh,
well?
yeah. I tell him
Okay.
dragon.
Yeah, all right.
Dragon.
Got horn now. Sick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I will say that as much as you're expecting some shocked reaction, like you've seen the last 4 or 5 times that you've come to him with huge bombshell news, there's almost a sense of relief more than anything else. And he just genuinely sits and takes in the story of what happened.
I will apologize to him for crossing a line that I did. Now that I remember when we sat down after I had accidentally killed someone, I promised him it wouldn't happen again. But I would do it again if it was for the same cause.
You have that conversation. And ask regarding housing.
He's the best person I know.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know the market.
He would know of a few very highly priced mansions in the Ring of Brass that might currently be up that would be significantly out of budget.
Yes. I remind him I'm not rich.
But there would be options for housing all the way from the Ring of Earth through the Lowstone and even up into some of the housing in the Highstone with a few businesses coming and going from up there at the moment. Is there an amount of gold you're aiming for, let's say?
I don't have like a good bracket of knowledge where a good amount of gold meets.
Let's have a look.
Fuck. This isn't gonna be good. It's gonna make me look poor.
Not the
At least it has to be like, not shit or
Listen,
shabby.
at this rate, I'm about to be out of a job, so I'm going to be with you there.
Oh, I need more rooms. It needs to be. It's got to be better than my old place. It's got to be better than.
I think
sister's
anything
place. Yeah,
could be
that's
better
right.
than your old place.
The corner with no roof was better.
Something like Yorna's place, for example, which does have a few bedrooms and, plenty of furniture and whatnot, would probably be somewhere in the realm of 15,000 gold.
Yes.
But for a livable home, a couple of bedrooms, enough amenities to keep a few people happy, you'd probably be looking maybe 6,000 gold.
Don't you have like a sixth of that?
I'm gonna be like, Sebastian.
Yeah.
So great options that you're bringing up. Future options that I will consider.
Of course.
Perhaps, if we're lucky, and the Balwood name gets a little better rep again, we can get like a house going again, like the crest. Maybe we can get a house with that, perhaps.
Yeah. The Bellwoods had a treasury, right?
I don't know. I was 9. I didn't get told about the treasury.
I see.
Did we?
I am unsure. If you didn't come across one at the estate,
I didn't look everywhere.
tell you what. If things are going to start clearing up, I'll have a talk to Robbie, see if they have anything from the family at the bank.
That would be great.
They had to keep their coins somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. I only found whatever was in Father's bag of holding, which
Pocket
now...
change, I'm sure.
Yeah, that might be all gone. I gave it to Lily to take you know, shocking, but we'll see.
How is she?
Well, good note. She didn't, run away, didn't fall into the darkness like we were worried about. It was close, and I think if I didn't go back on that promise we made, I don't think she would be here. But I know how hard it is to change, and I know how much you have to really try. And I know that, it may sound silly, but a new outfit can really help.
Yeah, a good person's always a good person at heart.
Yeah.
Just have to find a way to pull that out.
Well, see what happens in the next few days. Perhaps she found something that she enjoys, or who knows, maybe spending time with Lily, like it helped me, kind of see the brighter side of things again. Perhaps it will do the same for her. I'm sure she'll be, ecstatic to see you at some point.
Oh, it's the pastry.
At some point.
Like, what the hell is she?
But the next few days, I don't know what's happening. I haven't heard from Yorna yet, and I'm sure the Legionnaire have some thoughts. Even though I stand by what I did, and it was for the right reasons, and it had to be done, City has rules, and I don't know how they're going to apply that. I don't know if, Legionnaires are going to be knocking at my door anytime soon.
You heard the rumor mill that started up?
No?
Your little group name's catching on.
Oh, boy. Great.
Word's getting out. You had some involvement in a criminal takedown.
Well, that's a good thing in the long run.
Can only hope.
If I come out as a Bellwood soon, then...
I mean, there'll be a few people that recognize their crest before you give the news, but...
Yeah. I wonder how the Fruberg family will react.
On that note, I should be able to get you a meeting in the next week or so with the daughter at the very least.
Okay.
The rest of the family are still sour.
Yeah. Well,
we'll see.
With everything happening, who knows? Tides are shifting, I think, between how people feel about stuff. Honestly, it's weird, thinking about vengeance and how it's over, and how in the end, what helped us move on, well, what helped me personally move on was choosing not to take vengeance. You always read in books and, fairy tales and all that the hero takes, revenge and they feel better, and that's that. But I think the power to be better was better. Yeah. Chiron's a fucking dragon.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked to the guy on more than a few occasions.
Yeah, I knew something was up with him because of the necklace, but I didn't picture that until he started speaking in this, I've been around longer than I should have kind of way, and I was just like, oh. Looking around at the dragon statues, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, you get those.
Yeah. I feel like we are weirdly a trouble magnet for a group of people that really don't want trouble.
You have your conversations there with Sebastian. Is there anything anyone else is doing over those? Oh, we'll jump to you, actually.
TP
Yeah,
circle!
right. Oh, shoot!
You come. You wanna come?
I come along.
I'll say, as Lily and Amelia meet back up with Vogue, you'll see Amelia there, and that kind of in-between outfit, somewhere between tactical and just nice looking for the rest.
Not
for the most
evil
part.
looking.
Yeah. She just kind of meets your gaze with a few bags in her hand.
Can I pretend she's not there? I'm going to walk over to Lily first. I'm like, have you seen my sister?
I don't know. I thought she was right here.
I know. I thought you'd be back with her by now. I just see this really pleasant-looking person next to you.
She kind of walks over and punches you in the arm. It's a little bit like tougher of a punch than you're expecting.
I could tell that you were strong by the way you decided to run up in front of people to cast your spells.
Yeah, this feels different.
It will for a bit, but you do look really good.
He kind of just fiddles with that brooch. Kind of looks again at Lily with a thankful look. Shall we?
Yeah.
She'll follow you all as you head up that slightly more beaten path now through the woods up to the estate. Much more quiet than when you entered previously. No ghouls and gremlins in the corners. It's the sound of wind pushing through rotted windows and broken walls. Take a few minutes to kind of walk your way through, Amelia probably lagging behind a few times, especially when you walk past your mother's clothes that are still sat in a pile on the floor. Eventually you will make your way to that downstairs chamber, to the spell testing room, that partial teleportation circle etched into the ground. And between Lily's various research in the evenings and having seen a circle in action, I will ask how she goes about repairing this and what the process looks like for her.
I would say she like bought some chalk.
Yeah.
And just like she would do like a bunch of like writing down runes and then like testing, and then it's like if it doesn't work then like erase those runes, and then just that process again and again.
Slowly going around, etching in these runes, testing that spellcraft on them. With each one, as it is successfully placed in, a faint glow as that etched marking kind of embosses itself into the stone floor. You wipe away that chalk, leaving the sigil remaining there. Going around the room one by one, filling in the last of these runes until you come to that central runic image, that which will connect you back to this circle when you need it. Between the two of you, do you want to discuss what this rune looks like that will transport you back to the Bellwood Manor when needed?
Well, would you say there's like a special sigil in it?
I think maybe like not accounting for whatever the runes around it may look like, but I think definitely in the center, if it was like a circle, perhaps the tree of the crest symbol would be spreading out and touching each rune, perhaps.
Tree.
And the runes, what do you think the runes look like?
I would say they would be a mixture of just like draconic and like, I don't want to say what's the other one that
Infernal?
you can read? Yeah, infernal. I would say like only one or two, and then the rest being like draconic or like other monstrous runic sigils.
So taking the root of that enchantment and boiling it down into arcana and magics that you know, taking a few pieces from that scroll that you previously read down here to unlock the lower chamber and working that into this design with that primary sigil of the tree in the center. As you finish the last few lines and the last few runes etch themselves into the floor, there is this flash of a turquoise green light that fills this room for a moment. A gust almost of wind, like this sigil has just echoed across every possible location, and just a waft of smells kind of fills this room before dissipating for a moment. You get the sense that this circle is now active and ready to be used by any who know the rune in the middle.
Oh,
During Lily's figuring out, I would like to take Amelia to the door, to the restricted. And I would like to hand her my notes on the spell that we deciphered.
Yeah.
And show her so she can cast it as to allow her to attune it to her own necklace that I gave her.
Yeah, totally.
So she has, so a spellcaster Bellwood finally has permission to open.
Yeah. She'll take a moment to decipher that and probably come to the conclusion that it'll take her more than a few minutes. But is grateful that you've given her that, and will take the time to decipher and reconfigure that in a way that it is possible to use more than a couple of times. You will wrap up business there at the estate unless there's anything else you'd like to do while you're there.
no.
Could I check if any of the ascended Bellwood weapons are any good, like if any of them are meant for like demonic fiends?
The one that is not there.
Oh, just double checking.
Yeah. For the sake of ones that you could use, there's nothing.
The only other one I could use would be his grandma's.
Yeah.
Which was the chain things.
You gonna wait and pull that up? Let me pull that up.
I forgot what it did.
While I'm doing that, where does Lily reckon she might be able to locate another teleportation circle? Where would be the hope?
The school?
The arcane school? Yeah, totally.
The heart of the city.
Oh, fuck!
Did you give me my money back? Okay, there we go.
What money? Okay. 52 plaid.
I honestly find it hard to believe that you spent half the plat.
There was a lot of yummy patisseries to go to.
Just because you're you, I'm not going to bother inside checking and figuring out if you're lying. If you kept any of it from me, fine.
Yay.
I think Lily wins.
The grandma's weapon, the Violet Bloom. They're a thrown weapon with a range of 20-60. They have finesse and return to the wielder's hand after a ranged attack. Once per short rest, the wielder can throw both as part of a single attack, and doing so, every creature within a 10-foot radius must succeed a dex save or take a little bit of damage. That's kind of it. But you've probably got the better.
Yeah. I was just checking.
Yeah. Right.
Never too late to swap it out.
I will say after a bit of hunting through the city, eventually Lily would find your way to the school, and through how would you persuade them that you should be allowed access to their circle?
Ah, they have one.
Are we still all together?
That's up to...
Just before I ask, am I able to figure out if they have contact with Chassanor, or if they've been contacting Chassanor for additional help with magic?
Yeah. Give me investigation on that. Have a bit of an ask around and see if they have contact.
Oh, that would have been good. Investigation 10.
10.
19.
You find out that there are a few tutors that are from Chassanor, but you're unsure if the school as a whole has frequent contact or not.
Okay. I would like to go to either a dean or a principal,
Yeah, totally.
or the principal. I don't know if there's multiple.
Yeah. You ask around a little bit and talk your way into some places that most people within the city wouldn't just be let. Eventually, you find yourself in some sort of an office within the bounds of the school walls. A small gnomish gentleman who is middle-aged, if not closer to elderly. Some small scruff of grey hair. One of the higher-ranking individuals here, one of the deans of the school.
Hello.
Hey.
I am under mission under Lady Carmine, and our mission requires aid, and we hope to use, or at least gain permission to use your teleportation circle.
Oh, curious. And you are?
Lily of the Songblades.
Sunblaze. Where have I heard that recently? Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Sure.
It actually starts with the
There's a
song
23.
lyrics.
That was 23, okay. Right, well, if it's unofficial business and you got a trustworthy face,
Oh boy.
yeah, sure. Follow me. You can come and study the runes.
At some point, Carmine's going to be like, I keep hearing my name being used in many situations that I have not given permission.
I know.
It's really, really good.
You persuade your way through the school here. He will at one point send someone off just to double check with the Legion.
Fuck.
But
Absolutely bounces.
they do come back favorable.
I think
And after some more negotiations and kind of checking who you are and the deeds of what you're doing, they will let you into a restricted area of the school that is situated underneath the campus, but is kind of in the top of the High Stone, maybe a 10-minute walk from the Legion headquarters. And you will be granted access to study their teleportation rune.
Yay.
And after probably an afternoon of them being quite curious as to who you are and kind of showing you around a few chambers of the school,
You should learn magic. Come join.
Join us.
there's not a huge community of those here learning magic. This is more of like a small private campus for those that are gifted or incredibly wealthy or intelligent. There's maybe 20 students here. but it is a large.
Wait, altogether? Yeah. Oh, that's just one class.
Pretty much. Split between some wizards and some sorcerers. A very small collection of those gifted with spellcraft here in the city. But they are, as an organization, optimistic that there will be more to come. And they give you a bit of a tour of the campus and show you some routes to get from the teleportation circle outside of the campus without running through halls and things, causing a ruckus. But yeah, you spend your afternoon studying that rune until eventually you also have access to that as a teleportation circle conduit.
Can I go see Yorna?
Yeah, totally.
You don't want to go see her right now?
I will quickly ask, is there any druidic stuff Yorna is doing in her downtime, given your new levels?
Druidic?
Just if that's something you were looking to do.
I mean, the only other thing I learned was that frostbite thing. I'm going to freeze grass out in the gardens, I think.
Totally.
Specifically the ones we've talked to.
No!
Alright. Then, yep, if Yorna's not up to anything specific, then you'll find her, I assume, at home.
Mm-hmm.
We say that all of this stuff's happened over like 2 days.
Yeah, all of this is just kind of happening over 2 or 3 days.
So just knock on the door.
Yeah.
Anyone home?
I check who it is.
It's Vogue.
Oh. Eh? Hi.
Hey, it's been a few days since we've chatted. I started to, think that maybe you didn't wake up.
I mean, I assumed that if you guys needed something, you would come see me.
Likewise, but I thought I must come check up on you. A lot happened.
Indeed. I gave my report to Carmine, so I'm kind of just awaiting my fate.
Oh? She didn't... Well, you're not fired then, right? She would have... If you gave your report and then it was bad, she probably would have chopping block straight away, right?
I honestly don't know. Have I ever witnessed Carmine firing a Legionnaire due to poor morale choices and performance?
Oh, I would imagine so, yeah.
Are you here on purpose? Like, during the day at your house?
Well, she said take time off until Chiron contacted her, so I am
That's
literally just waiting.
That's fair.
I have a new thing, though.
Yeah?
Could I use Frostbite to, ice up some water a little bit?
Yeah, definitely.
Zap the water.
Damn, you just freeze it?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I guess I have internally been thinking, why stop at plants? What could you do with other things? So, I don't know, I just kind of came up with this.
Well, you did say your father did teach you at a young age, even though you didn't have powers, right? So maybe all that knowledge is somewhere
I think everything
there.
is kind of coming back to me. Everything that I learned that I thought was pointless is kind of coming in handy now.
Oh.
So I do think I am slowly finding my feet with it, and it's just nice to explore something that isn't just fighting,
Well, you should be happy that all that time didn't get wasted then, right? If it's all coming back so quickly,
Yeah.
then it's not wasted time that you probably thought.
Yeah, in the end it was worth it.
Yeah. And any ability can help. You never know when you might need to freeze water or speak to plants or anything.
I just think it'll come in really handy if I zap someone with it. I don't know, I feel like maybe they might become lethargic and maybe have disadvantage on attack rolls,
That would be really handy.
I thought so.
I have a similar thing, actually, that I recently picked up. I'll show it off now, I guess.
Oh, sure.
I'd like to use Curse of Blinding.
On me?
Yeah.
You come into my home and you blind me.
I'm going to, with my Crimson Right, just kind of activates across the blade.
Yeah.
I'm going to, angle it quickly.
Yeah.
And the, cold is going to go, pure white and just reflect into Yorna's eyes.
Yeah.
And you get the sense that you would have a minus D8 to all of your attacks this turn.
Damn. Pretty good.
I can't see.
Sorry.
It's coming back to me. Everything's coming back to me slowly. What the hell? Some warning next time. I didn't think it was going to directly affect me.
Sorry, I haven't used it yet. It was, how's it feel?
Not good.
Awesome. It's gonna work great.
Never use it on me again.
No, but it, mix that together.
True. I did also tell Daria about everything.
Was Daria in the lounge?
She is not in the lounge.
Well,
I had to tell someone.
Fair. I told Sebastian, so.
I told Carmine most of it, but I kept some parts for Chiron to essentially tell her.
If he will, it depends.
If he will. I tried to look for him earlier and I couldn't find him, so I'm just praying.
He will be around. I saw some sort of draconic figure over the first night, kind of flying around, I think.
Oh.
So he's around.
Okay.
And I believe, based on what he said and what Calvar said about him, he'll keep his word.
All right. I just hope that with my report and how things turned out, plus whatever Chiron tells her, that I'm in the clear, because I know I could fight to protect the city even as an adventurer.
Yeah.
But just, I guess, doing it in the name of, the official guards of,
It feels right. You have the respect, and it's...
It just feels like a little bit more, and I don't think I'm done. I'm not finished yet.
Well, I'm sure Carmine doesn't want to lose you. Especially, well, actually, now that I think about it, probably is difficult. They're out of legionnaires, right? Especially higher, strong ones.
Well, I've basically just put her in a very tough position, because you can't just let your officers do whatever and, not be strict with them.
Well, if Carmine needs to know, or someone to blame about who killed the ones that died, I've already admitted that I'll take it if I have to tell her.
She did also mention that if the former Queen of Steel is to remain within city walls, that she would want a word with her. I don't know what that entails, whether that means she gets put in prison, or whether she gets to put out a statement and get judged, or I don't know.
Well,
But I also understand that might be a little bit sensitive for you, considering your ties with her.
if Carmine asks us, or if she asks you to ask us whenever you next speak to her, tell her she can have that on the condition that she gets both Bellwoods in the conversation, not just one.
Well, I haven't told her yet that the former Queen of Steel is a Bellwood.
Then I will just show up with my sister then.
That sounds great, because she also wants to talk to you guys.
Yeah, I assume. Well...
I want to run something by you.
Oh, God.
I didn't mention it to her, as I didn't want to overload the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But we technically know the rough location where the King of Iron has been seen. I wanted to give her the tip, but I also don't want to put the people that were loyal to the Queen of Steel, that were good to us, the Wraith and that, I don't want them to get caught in the crossfire.
They're done as well.
They're done.
The King of Iron, I believe, is a different syndicate. The syndicate that we fought with the Draga.
But that is roughly where they have been seen, so I can at least give her that information that there was a sighting.
I'd say give it maybe a few weeks for the others to move out,
That's
find
what
their
I was
bearings.
thinking, and just tell her that former Queen of Steel had that information, like I can bring it up later.
Maybe save it for Amelia to bring up. Because
If
it
you
could be a bargaining chip for her.
Indeed, if you could let her know about that.
Do you think...
Because that would very much, I think, help if
Yeah.
we have a potential lead on taking down the King of Iron.
There's also whoever's above them, her he mentioned.
If there is anything that Amelia can safely say, then please urge her to do so.
That's the thing. Safely say, I don't know. She hasn't talked to me about it yet.
Alright, well, talk to her if you can.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you rest. We just got back from the estate. Lily wanted to set up a portal there, so now we can go there whenever we want, at least.
I'm sorry, since when could Lily bamf us anywhere?
Well, I don't know if it's anywhere. She apparently has been studying portals in the room she stays in here.
I mean, I just didn't realize that Lily had that capability. Could she take all of us to just the estate whenever she wanted?
Could Lily take all of us to the estate if she wanted? Do I know this
I
much?
can see.
Yeah. I presume in your time at the estate you probably would have filled them in on how it works.
Yeah.
It takes at least 10 minutes, probably.
Oh, ritual casting.
With just one teleportation circle, am I able to...
You can go to that from anywhere, because you make a temporary
right,
one where
I
you
gotcha.
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just basically creating teleport waypoints.
Yeah, so you just can't go back to
Yeah.
where you came
So she
from.
draws a temporary thing that'll bamf her to one of these permanent locations she now knows. And then that one will essentially disappear as just chalk.
But, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much what we said.
But I think it's up for like a round or something essentially, and as many people that can run
Yeah.
through it get through it. Yeah.
1 round. Permanent turn by casting a spell in the same location every day for 1 year. Da-da-da.
Well, there's many people that can fit in it.
Impressive.
And I think she's trying to find one in the city, so if we ever are far away, we can at least
Yeah,
come
any
back.
creatures that enter the
But I
portal
guess the
instantly appears
estate
within
is pretty
5 feet
close
of the
anyway.
distribution
I mean, I
circle.
think it is good to just have an anchor there. That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Good on her. She's a lot more capable than she lets on.
She came out of that fucking fight with Chiron and Dragonform and she didn't take a single hit, I swear. I didn't see a single wound. I got my ass kicked.
Now that I remember, it did seem like we were kind of the punching bags in that fight.
I feel like we're meant to be, which is fine. To be fair, that whole fucking dungeon was...
Listen, we fight so Lily can stand
That's
strong.
true. I could do with some of that HP, though, I think.
To donate.
Oh yeah, what is your max?
73 now. Not bad.
Oh.
No, pretty good for me. Pretty good.
I'm at 94.
Well, you know, Lily's a bard and she's at 81. I don't...
Which is stupid.
Because of my con. Plus 3 con. Love it.
That's right, I forget your icon.
Well,
Well, I appreciate that you came to check in on me. I have to say, it has been a bit of an up and down sort of time.
well, at least you get to spend time with your father and brother.
It has been nice. Plus, Daria has been making a very good recovery, so
That's good.
I've enjoyed chatting with her and walking around. Plus, it is handy to have the gardens just outside if I needed a moment's rest and just
Good practice, maybe.
leave. And...
See your brother out there all the time, right? So it must be some druid thing you guys can do there.
I wonder if he's capable of ever becoming an elder.
Your brother.
I don't know if he'd be interested.
Technically, I guess, in some universe out there, you could have, right?
True.
You got most of it back, so potentially, one day. Well, I'm gonna go see how Amelia's doing and actually ask her how much Lily spent, because I gave them money to go shopping, just to, let them spend time together and get to know each other.
How much did you give them?
I gave them 100 plat, and I have 50 plat now from them, and
50?
Yeah, I don't know how much things are, because I don't go shopping, and flowers were fucking expensive, so I understand if clothes are, but...
50?
50, yes.
I think you got ripped off.
Yeah, but, I don't have the heart to look at Lily and be like, give me my money, you know what I mean?
You know what? I can understand that. I can understand. She is very persuasive.
She is. I feel like she's persuasive whenever she doesn't even want to be. She must have some like
that is
modifier.
the Lily's charm.
Yeah.
That is the Lily's charm.
She could like wake up and have like the worst hair day and still be persuasive.
I'm glad she's on our team.
Yes, yes. Well, there's rumors about us, song blades going around. So
Good ones, I hope.
yes, good ones, and hopefully more when we're not under the Legionnaires' spotlight. But
Oh, this is very cool, by the way.
yeah, didn't realize how big it was.
I shine it in your eyes after that stupid blinding spell you did. Look at this.
Yeah, well now we've all got glowing things.
This one's quite nice.
What's it do?
It does stuff. Bad for fiends and undead,
Well.
which I think will come in very handy for our fights to come.
Better return to that and get used to it. The weight will be a lot different to a sword.
Maybe that's what I'll do for the rest of the afternoon. And maybe I will attune to it over the afternoon.
Totally.
I'll head off and attune to nothing.
Yeah. All right. As you all circulate for the remainder of that little bit of downtime, you do begin to hear those rumors of the Songblades being involved in... There's people thinking that they took down a criminal syndicate. There's people thinking they took down another cult in the city. There's people thinking that they tore down some corrupt organization. There are whispers of there being a legionnaire involved. Other whispers of people thinking that, connecting the dots, that Yorna is both legionnaire and Songblade. There's also the occasional whisper of people catching on to the sigils you are wearing. Older folks talking to children and having this thought that someone is wearing Bellwood iconography. And there is an air of unsure concern around what that means. Is there anything else people want to do during that downtime, specifically?
Nope.
I'd like to buy one item.
Yeah, what are you getting?
Can I just have as many health potions as possible?
Give me
Jesus!
I don't know what's for sale.
Give me an investigation check to see over the course of a couple of days what contacts you can rile up.
a couple of days. A roll per day or something.
No. Just
Oh no!
overall investigation.
I have good investigation, so it's
Investigation's not
okay.
bad.
14.
14. Okay.
Thank you, plus 10.
What? Jesus.
Roll a D8 for me.
That's a.
Oh, 4.
4. Over the course of that, finding a couple of different sellers, you're able to hunt down 4 healing potions. Which will set you back. Yeah, just regular, which would set you back 200 gold.
200 gold, easy.
Okay.
I don't even know what the thought process is behind how you organize stuff.
It's abilities and then my grenade stuff, and then notes. But at the back is my inventory.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it 4.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's get replacing them. And how much plat was that then? I'll pay in plat.
Plat 20.
20.
Is that it for that bit of downtime for everyone?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of that second day, in the early hours of the evening, I assume there would be a point where Vorg and Lily might be in the vicinity of each other. At which time, the two of you would notice a couple of familiar faces approaching you from down the street. And eventually find yourselves in conversation with Carmine and Kari.
As they're walking over,
Yeah.
we see them from a bit before they get to us.
Yeah.
Can I just casually grab some right?
Yeah, totally.
Just in case.
Crimson, right?
Just in case. But you dice. Not do me like that.
Valid.
Oh no.
And as they approach the two of you, we're going to take a quick break so that Kari and Carmine can have a private word with Vorg and Lily
Oh
without
no.
you hearing and with it being off camera.
Get out!
So we'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, man.
Wait, no, that's bad.
As your couple of days of downtime come to an end here, after enjoying some time finishing up some incantations, finding some new outfits, relaxing, stressing about what is to come. You all settle down for another night's rest. Yorna, when you get up the next morning, you notice Daria is not in the house. And at about mid-morning, there is a knock at the door.
I'm gonna go answer the door.
Walk over. Almost mirroring a few nights before, a rather tall, imposing figure that is standing in the doorway. Though definitely not the same individual. that
Better
had
not be.
previously been doing so. You open the door. Standing there is Kari in her full Legion attire. Carmine wants to see you. Bring your colors. And instructs you to come dressed in your full Legion attire.
Alright. I'm even gonna, like, polish it a little bit. Just to make sure it's very, like, well kept.
Make
looking.
it seem like you're taking good care
Well,
of it.
I mean, naturally I would have taken good care of it, but, like, I'm gonna put the extra effort in, because who knows?
Alright.
Alright.
She kind of almost silently walks you through the city here. You do draw the attention of a few individuals, two high-ranking officials walking through the city here. You can hear those rumors around you as people look over and recognize you as the individual that had entered the city with these song blades, the ones who have rumored to have made some waves in the last few days. Eventually, you find yourself out front of the Legion headquarters. Kari kind of gives you a bit of a look.
What's the look?
Give me an insight check.
Please.
5 times. No.
6th time. 10th time to charge. 10. I think I've rolled above.
There
the 10
seems to
today.
be some air about her, like she's not sure if she agrees with what's about to happen or not. She walks ahead of you, walks through the door, and you hear Carmine inside address her. Kari? Kari walks through and continues, leaving you there to enter when you are ready.
I enter.
Carmine is standing there also in her full Legion equipment. Her sword sheathed at her side and her slightly more ceremonial, like, shoulder cloak over one arm. She's standing there just holding your report, along with a few others that you guess are likely Kari's. her own, having assessed other notes from the scene. You acted without orders, defied our chain of command, argued with your superior, and put your neck on the line for people outside of Legion ranks. You knew the cost. That this could have cost you your title and your standing. She stands there looking at those reports. Kind of scrunches them up in her hand. You stood alone when the Legion would have had to stand still. And all of that is what a true protector must do. She scrunches those reports up and just kind of places them on that front desk here. Come. She leads you down one of the side halls to a set of double doors, the Legion Assembly Hall, and pushes it open, where you can see one of the larger gatherings of legionnaires that you've seen in quite a while. Maybe 50 soldiers in full armor, a lot of which are your regiment. As you're still taking in exactly what you're looking at, Carmine steps in before you, looks around to address the Legion around her. Let it be known, Officer Yorna of the Legion stood against cult, corruption, and chaos, not with hope of glory, but with the resolve to act. Takes a few steps in and expects you to follow.
I follow.
Walking down an aisle with soldiers on either side. She led no army, drew no blood, but still she struck a blow that saved the city from itself. She kind of turns back to meet your gaze. This is the example. Let all here remember that. She pushes forward as you look out at the rest of this room. At the other end of this aisle, you can now see a small dais at the end with what looks like a Legion red top on it and a scroll of parchment. Standing in front of that, you can see Tynan and you can see Daria, who are standing side by side, a length of cloth between them that is spanning across both of their arms. A little off to the side from either of them, you can see Vorg and Lily. What do you guys think that you'd be wearing to this?
Oh my god, ain't no way.
Lily would be wearing one of the new dresses she got while she went shopping with Amelia. And it would be more formal.
Yeah.
Vorg will be wearing, like mentioned before, sadly true, a purple shirt given to him by Sebastian with some black pants, and he's kind of got a vest on, and he's probably like pulling it down like it's uncomfortable.
As she walks you up to the front, in a ceremony here that you, at this point now, are familiar with. You've been to 2 of these in the past. One for Kari, one for Tynan.
Ain't no way.
Other officers who have taken bold risks in the face of citywide catastrophe. Carmine approaches that altar in the center, steps around behind it. Step forward, Yorna Velstrom, and should you speak now, it will be heard by all. She gives you a moment to address the Legion if you wish.
Oh my god, I don't have anything to say.
At a loss for words.
Part of the reason that I stand here is because of the companions that I choose to fight with and they choose to fight with me. I could not have done that without them. And I just thank them for being great companions and helping me strive towards new heights. And I hope you all can do the same.
As you say that and mention your allies who have fought alongside you and encouraged this, stood by you through it, Carmine gives a bit of a nod to a couple of legionnaires who are standing off to the side. And as you mention your allies, a legionnaire walks over to Vorg and hands you a small gilded chest about yay big. And as Yorna mentions her allies, the other Legion officer walks over to Lily and gives her a small gilded chest. These are quite heavy in your hand.
Oh my god.
As you finish what you are saying, Carmine looks at everyone in the chamber and looks back to you. Do you vow to continue to protect the people of Argentum, not in name, but in your deeds?
Of course.
As she says that, Tynan, on one end of that cloth that is spanning between these individuals, he pulls one of the corners down. Do you vow to defend the city, even if its walls fall silent and its leaders turn blind?
Always.
And Daria unfurls the other end of that cloth. My assumption would be a longsword, but what weapon do you see here before you, and what does your protector's blade look like as it is unveiled?
I can't believe this. I was ready to be fired.
Like we said,
It was touch and go.
Yeah, 2 sessions ago we said fire or promotion.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, so it'll be a longsword.
Yeah.
Legionnaire colors, obviously, with the design. I mean, it doesn't look like anything like super grandiose, right? It is just a very well-made longsword. Yeah, but like that's kind of it. It's mostly a symbol, if anything.
As you lay eyes on that, her final question. Do you vow to bear the Legion's burden, even when no glory waits to meet you?
Yes.
She gestures for you to pick up the sword, as she draws her own from her side. Then let your blade draw righteous blood, so that it may never be fooled by the unjust. And she will take a moment just to nick herself with her blade, and just squeeze a drop of blood onto that parchment on the dais that lists off the Legion's vows to this city. and gestures for you to do the same.
Alright, I nick my skin with my new protector's plate and do the same.
Drops. As both fall onto that parchment, you watch your name appear beneath a list of others who have come before. Kari and Tynan, the most recent additions, as your name burns into that parchment. And as you look at your blade where it had drawn blood, it kind of seeps into the steel for a moment. And there's this flash of a yellow-orange light that runs up the length of the steel. Carmine kind of looks back at you as you're holding that sword. And you feel a little bit of a nudge at your back as you feel someone pulling something over your shoulder. You see a scrap of red cloth, the same ceremonial shoulder cloak that Kari, Tynan, and Carmine are all wearing here.
Oh my god.
As Kari pulls this over your shoulder, and Carmine attaches it to your front with a pin. You hear Kari just quietly. Not bad, Vilstrom. I was wrong to think you didn't have it in you. She'll step to the side and just kind of join the other.
That is high praise coming from Kari. Holy shit.
By the strength of your actions, by the will of the Legion, and the eyes of every soul gathered here, I name you Yorna Velstrom, High Officer of the Iron Legion. And she will take her sword and salute it out to you, as the Isle Legionnaires all do the same, salute their swords up, and everyone else slams their weapons into their shields, and a small group cheers at the ceremony here.
I'll pull out my dagger I snuck in.
You look around at faces that are both familiar and unfamiliar. Legionnaires in the space that know who you are, have fought alongside you, or are new recruits who are seeing this for the first time and are looking at you as the example of what is now a high-standing officer who has done something truly remarkable to serve this city. Carmine gives you a nod. And as she does, kind of steps alongside you, gestures for Vorg and Lily to kind of fall behind them. And Carmine leads a small row of you all down the aisle, these swords held aloft over your head as you all walk through, looking up to kind of a catwalk overlooking this place now. You can see that in the back of the room, which you wouldn't have seen as you walked in because it would have been behind you. A few other individuals up top. Vander, Dalton. You also see Sally up top. As well as, interestingly, off in their own corner, Chiron is standing up there, overlooking what is happening. And as you walk out of this room with your officers, superior, friends, and Daria all in tow, that crowd of 50 or 60 behind you kind of still cheering, just kind of flood out, and a small celebration is had in the foyer here of the Legion. You get to mingle with the Legionnaires here, this blade now tucked at your side.
Oh my god.
I'll walk over to Yorna.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your promotion.
This is all amazing and also just crazy.
You do seem ecstatic.
Very. This just solidifies, I guess. You know, I'm glad that I stuck with me, you know, and just... I took a risk, I really did, and I'm glad that it paid off, and that I hope, you know, obviously you're not really meant to just step out of line willy-nilly, but it's
There are times where it has to
In
be.
rare cases, it serves the city for the better good, and I hope more cases like this can happen in the future.
More times you want to go out of line.
No, I mean for other people to,
Yes.
you know, not just protect because it's their job, but because they want to.
Yeah. Well, I think you deserve it. You did stick to your own guns, you know, even though you knew the Legionnaire wouldn't like it, and even though you knew some bad things would happen, you still did it for the majority good, right? The good that it would bring. Not many people would do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was very surprised to have Carmine come up to us and
Oh, she
tell us
talked
about
to
it.
you guys and didn't tell me? She just told you guys?
She told us to come here and or be here for the ceremony, of course.
She wanted it to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone's here. I didn't realize there was this many Legionnaires, to be honest.
There's a fair few when you gather them up.
Yes. You know, I was going to say that our rite of ascension seemed very different, but then, like, the whole blood thing came out, and I was like, there it is. Like, there always needs to be some sort of blood pact with these things.
Blood pact.
As I was going to say, so what does it do?
Is a +2?
Hell yeah.
Oh, it requires attunement.
Of course it does.
Mace of disruption. Bye-bye. No.
I don't know if I wrote it on there, but it is considered a magical weapon.
Okay.
If that wasn't obvious.
A weapon reserved for those who have truly served Argentum. Sleek in design, but heavy in presence. This weapon feels like an oath made steel.
What a line.
The grip warms to the touch when held by the worthy.
Oh.
Alright, let's see. Requires attunement by a good aligned creature.
Ooh, that's fun.
Interesting. While attuned, you gain the following benefits. When you roll initiatives to start combat, you may gain temporary hit points equal to your charisma modifier, minimum of 1. It's not bad. If you're a spellcaster, you may use the ability score associated with spellcasting instead, so that'd be wisdom. That's pretty good. Hand of Justice, once per long rest. God damn. The first time you hit a creature that you have seen harm an innocent on that day, the weapon inflicts an additional 2d6 fire damage. This damage manifests as a brand that seeks to mark the wrongdoer, a symbol of retributive justice. Oh my god. Eyes on me. Once per short or long rest, you can use the weapon to cast Compelling Duel. Spell
Nice.
save DC 15, targeting a creature you can see. Why did you blot something out?
Because I originally had the, you can only do this once per short or long rest, but I just put that in the title.
It's like you can really goad now.
Huh?
You can really goad enemies now with that final ability.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like that you have like a hellish rebuke meets like hunter's mark meets
Yeah.
like hellish justice rebuke.
Yeah.
Hellish justice rebuke.
As you're all standing around here, this little celebration, Tynan and Kari approach together. I take it she didn't tell you either.
No. Was it the same for you like that?
Looks over at Kari. We both made questionable decisions in the interest of the city. Seems that she enjoys doing it this way.
Oh my gosh, you know, that's scary. Oh my goodness.
Carmine seems to have a flair for the drama.
She does, she does.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It is fitting to have this now. Kari kind of looks over. This means we can expect to see you back on patrol soon.
Yes. Probably.
You don't sound particularly sure about that.
Well, I've got some other things I have to tend to, but then it's back to normal, I swear.
Understood. A little bit more time passes. You do see Chiron kind of sneak his way out, but he does meet your gaze for a moment. And just gives a very thoughtful nod. Just this expression of a nod that is meant for not just you, but for you to pass on, essentially. Saying that he had told all he could and has put in a good word for you in the group.
Amazing.
During that, Sally would make her way over as you're all standing there. Sure, snacks and things would be brought around as you're all standing there. Good morning.
Morning. Didn't expect to see you here, but it makes sense.
Unfortunately, Sebastian was busy, but Carmine made a request, so one of us had to show up in person. As she hands you a small envelope. There's some big names in town. Tickets to tonight's show.
Oh, thank you.
A small point of gratitude from the house. Good to see you are all in good health.
Feels nice to take a few days off after such a large event.
I'm sure.
I realize we still have tickets to the High Stone from the festival, and we just have not had the time.
We've been busy.
Should give it to like a hopeful family or something at this point.
Hopefully they're still valid.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm sure they will be.
Does it feel weird being in this area, I guess, again?
It has been a while since I've walked through these halls, that's for sure. Didn't exactly leave on the most gracious terms.
Do people recognize you?
A few. Carmine, certainly.
Yes. Well, I assumed she would have been pleased to have you at least show up.
It is not often that we get to talk. My time here was short.
Well, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around.
Absolutely. Looks over at Yorna. Thank you again for helping out and for being a service to this city. Enjoy the show.
Thank you.
She takes her leave as well. She has given you tickets to a show at the stage with box seats, which would usually run high platinum count for a showing.
Wow. Wait, how many tickets? Is it just me, or is it like
3?
Ah, good.
And the two of you, those small chests that you received.
Throwing it. It's a mini mimic chest. It's a throwable item that attaches it.
Sneaking a peek or taking a moment to look, it is an assortment of gold and platinum that for each of you will add up to 5,000 gold. So 10,000 total.
Wow. That house not looking so far away.
That's enough to save the watering hole.
Oh dear.
Not the watering hole.
Nice. I'm rich again.
Oh, alright.
A small but rowdy gathering of the Legionnaires here that aren't out on patrol. Your fellow officers, Daria here, who comes up and shoots the shit for a while as she's now more or less back on her feet. You just enjoy a bit of time here in the atmosphere. Eventually, Vander and Dalton would make their way down as well. Just enjoying a celebratory atmosphere that isn't shrouded in the wake of combat or the foreboding combat to come. Just a moment of pure celebration. Vander and Dalton would make their way over, probably with Daria at this point, and just kind of join your group. Congratulations.
Thank you. It feels surreal, I'm not going to lie.
Vander looks over to Daria. When we heard what was to come, we were unsure what to think, that is for sure. But you've certainly proved yourself as a valued asset of this Legion. The two of you, I'm finding my opinion fluctuating, but it seems that you have proven to be trustworthy companions.
Well, sorry if we give off wrong vibes every so often.
No, it's... Trouble only tends to find those who can take it on.
When you put it that way.
He kind of gestures to the pendant. Yorna's mother had her suspicions, but
Of course.
clearly I am not as observant.
Well, that's the reason why I didn't give my name at our little first meeting. Which I was told was rude, but wasn't ready then.
Well, it is good to have you in the light again.
Thank you.
High Officer. Quite the title.
Has a nice ring to it.
Does it come with any perks? Like on the job, any pay rise?
I just
Yeah,
took
I
the
know the
blade.
current perks. And you got the cool, like, side cape thing.
I know. Do I get to keep that, or is that just
Well,
ceremony purposes?
I feel like Tynan's worn it all the times I've seen him.
Yeah, like, is it something I can just have on me now if I so desire? Or
If you so desire. It's usually considered a bit more ceremonial, something that would be worn to things like this, or Legion meetings, or public addresses, but sometimes when Legionnaires are required to have a public presence after something like a bit of a catastrophe, then people would wear it. Kari always has hers on, albeit around her neck as a scarf, and Tynan always wears his.
Okay. I'll probably keep it in a glass case somewhere, and then if I really need it, I'll use it. I don't want it to get scuffed up.
Yeah. You should be very proud of Yorna. Not only a high officer now,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
legendary adventurer as well.
Ah!
Dalton kind of cracks up. Yeah, I heard a name going around. What is it again?
The Song Blades.
Song blades, yep.
Nice ring to it.
It's a good one.
Yep. After many weeks and months of arguing about what our name would be, we figured it out in a forest.
On a whim.
No, we had to come up with one. 'Cause
That's right.
we agreed we had this plan, we're gonna come into the city and be like, introduce us, we got this monster, try make people realize that there are protectors around. And then we realized we didn't really have a name. So we just picked one.
Daria standing there. Yes. Yeah, I heard about that kerfuffle. Bit of a interesting way to introduce yourselves, but it seems to have made an impression.
Yes, it's worked out so far.
You're lucky you got someone with some good words in them.
That's very true.
Walk has some good words too.
Thanks, I do my best. The looks don't help.
It is also, part of the delivery, right?
Yeah,
If you can deliver it well, then it's good.
I'm not good at sarcasm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
Daria kind of gives you like a friendly pat on the back and goes, keep an eye on that blade, might borrow it.
Aye.
She goes to find herself something else to eat, and again, these festivities just kind of continue for a while. And unless there's anyone else you'd like to speak to, anything else you'd like to do here.
Oh, probably not, because, I've already chatted with Kari and Tynan now.
Drink some wine.
Yeah, have some drinks, have some
Have some
food.
drinks, have some food.
I think eventually then, as you are preparing yourself to leave, Carmine would pull the three of you aside. It's kind of outside, out of the noise. I know I have been on edge. I apologize. But as you said, Chiron has given me the full explanation on his behalf. Your reports match with those of everyone else, and what you have done here saved the city from yet another catastrophe. She hands you a small folio, which seems to contain like a map and notes in it that they had found at the temple, at the Order's hideout. Essentially outlining details to have multiple attacks on Vorg's home, the small stone building that the Queen of Steel had been using, all within the next day or two, when the Legion would not have had the resources to help deal with it.
Oh.
So, had that been delayed or not dealt with well, you would have been fighting on a few fronts.
Oh.
Do I see this?
Yeah. This is all information she would have explained to you guys the night
Damn.
before.
One of them did say something about, like, oh, we don't have to come find you tomorrow or some shit. I just passed it along as, like, shit talking. As, fanatics do.
As for the rest of you, Yorna stuck her neck out for this. She was the one being held accountable for the actions. There will be no repercussions on your behalves.
Thank you.
As for those around you, as I have already mentioned to you, I will need to have some words, but Chiron has made it very clear that all sides of this story need to be heard before judgment is cast.
And what of those that remain from the Order?
After trial by the House, all involved have currently been sent to the Iron Fortress outside the city. Those that are willing and able to change will be reimbursed into the city, asked to work once again at the House, to work off their wrongdoings in form of community service, for lack of a better term. And those that are not willing and are unable to change will spend the remainder of their days behind bars unless they are willing and able to one day make that change. As for Chiron, he is less touched by our jurisdiction. He is a high-ranking official from another city, but after communications with them, there will be actions taken towards him as well, and he will not ever again serve an official role within this city under any circumstance.
I know it may sound weird for me to say this, but I know the damage Chiron's done, and, more than anyone else. He has agreed to help us in these upcoming fights.
He said as much.
I don't forgive him, but he's not entirely wrong. So if there's any case for him to be able to, at least, if we ever need him again one day in the future, to allow.
Of course, he will still be permitted to be within city walls, but he will no longer have any title or station here. He will no longer be able to command the clergy or the house. I hope that is enough.
That is. We fought, and I'm pretty sure Chiron and me both got it out of our systems. Well, at least I hope so, for his sake.
Then I thank you again. for these last few days. I apologize to you that this is not something that we could have sorted sooner. And Lily, we have had individuals asking of your whereabouts under your pseudonym, the Songbird. Is this something that I should be keeping under wraps?
Yeah.
I assumed as much. I'll do what I can.
Just that if they look... How would you describe them?
Let's just say there's something out of our control stopping Lily from meeting with someone.
There have been a few interested parties. If you ever need help, you have helped this city, and it will help you.
I understand.
Well then, have a nice rest of your day. Enjoy the show. And don't spend it all at once.
Well,
you will for a house.
well, it depends. Sebastian's going to the bank.
You about to get a loan?
No,
No, he's checking if
Yeah.
Bellwood's left
I
behind.
don't know if my family had a bank account.
Dude, it's like Harry Potter, you know, when he goes into the bank and he's like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, I actually have like...
Do we have interest?
Yeah, you've been slowly gaining interest.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what happened? I asked Carmine.
Actually, I just realized that would mean like maybe your sister gets like half of that too.
I asked Carmine, if a family had a bank and the family dies, what would happen to the money?
Usually it would go to any surviving family, those in any kind of will, otherwise it would be reimbursed into the city.
So that might have happened. We'll see.
No worries. Sebastian going to bank to see if my family.
If there was, and it is not currently there, once all of this clears up, I'm sure it will be reimbursed to you.
Thank you.
Not bad.
Just, blew up my house for a distraction.
Yes, so I heard.
It was clear. It was just so far out from anyone that made the best choice.
Yeah.
Sorry for the...
No, it's quite all right. There were just a few concerned citizens.
Yeah. Well, we didn't expect to be gone for 3 months, so all my experiments and whatnot, potion making, was left.
That's what the smell was.
Yes.
Right.
Not any dead corpses.
Cool.
Great
Say it like
conversation.
that.
On that note,
I'm not great with sarcasm.
I'm going to go and make sure that the soldiers that are on patrol later don't drink too much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
It's okay. The stuff's pretty weak today.
She'll reintroduce herself to the party and leave the three of you to the rest of your day and an evening at the stage if you wish to take it.
Of course.
And with that, I think we'll end the session there and pick up next time with some celebrations yet to come.
Holy damn.
Everyone's excited for the stage. I'm like, we could sneak around and see where that underground passage is.
Before
That
we
too.
do wrap up, I will say Sally would slip you another ticket in case Amelia wishes to go.
Nice.
Ah.
That'll be us.
Oh my god. I can't believe like Tynan and Kari were like, so she did the same thing to you? And I'm like, what do you mean?
I love how
I got get.
mad Carmine acts.
I know. You are so right though. She loves the dramatics.
Yeah.
She loves it.
Well,
She
Kari
lives
and
for it.
Tynan were the same, right? Because Kari essentially drew a weapon in a public space and murdered trolls in a market square,
Oh, God.
right? And
Okay.
Tynan killed the leader of a cult in the middle of a public space.
Yeah.
So they both thought that they were in huge shit.